House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
With the catch, it's Daniels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. Across the 25, he's got room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he at the 18. From the gun, the running back has it. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up. To the 23.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Moore will throw. Quick completion on the out. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Makes the grab. It's Hughes. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but...
Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's back. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Looking to take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take a...
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Canes. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On first and 10 from the 38. Looking for a crease. It's Whittington. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Smashes ahead. Gets away from one, finds room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left to him.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to surge it in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. He's stopped, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
Low man wins. Defense defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Just trying to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got an open man. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Inside the 30. Tap. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Beck. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Got his man. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Going for it all. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. He's got it on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A strike downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To throw, it's back. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Now he's going to break the pocket. What an abject disaster by this guy. Running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
The Ducks want to move quickly. More to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Short throw to the sideline. Complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down.
If it ain't ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead with the 6. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding that Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
They'll run it. It's Hughes. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moore will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
It's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious... He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small window.
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Finds his man. It's Daniels. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miami! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They had left for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got the 1st down and more. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to change this route. Moore to the air. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Good, solid tackle.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And a great job by the QB, find the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Quarterback will keep it. Into the end zone he goes. Two-point conversion is good, and the lead stands at 11. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Marion. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. Turning on the Jets. The 30. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.
Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. To kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Pauling. Tackle at the 13. Position to start the drive. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made at the 23 as he gains some important breathing room.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
We bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Quick throw to the left side. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. The throw, it's Carr. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Notre Dame. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Starts with a quick pass to the left with the RPO. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Play action fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To dart to the left side. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Bursts into space. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Pauling. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters in the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First play of this drive now from the 35. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, it's Moore. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Short completion there. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He stopped just short of that first down marker. Inches away from it.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Caught near the sticks. It's Whittington. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
Third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Here's the second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. At the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position. First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Handoff from the shotgun. They can't stop him. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. We had a short view of the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Close to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. First play of the quarter, the offense has a first down. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Stewart. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's good. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Price. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Carr. The pass rush closing in. Wide open downfield. They stop it with 47, but that's enough for a first down.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They always seem to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Second down after that previous play. Dropping back. It's Moore. A deep shot to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can. And that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Well, they need 8 yards on fourth down to keep this drive going. Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
The Ducks have first and 10 here. Here's that defense shifting again. Back to pass. It's Moore. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. The shotgun running play call. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Quarterback operating an empty set. First down, looking to throw the football. Quick throw over the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rusher, sacked. The offense will now quickly spend the timeout.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. He's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Bringing pressure. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, that's not 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking for a gap. It's low. That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground here. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Back to throw. It's Moore. The short completion of the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the runner takes off to his right. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
The linebacker shifting around now. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for him. Just standing there, gets hit again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on 3rd down. This won't be easy. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Ducks. Strong game by this quarterback.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Pauling. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On the run, it's Love. First down and more, he's still running. Breaks into the clear at the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame, to put them on top now.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. It is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets it. Important 2nd down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Moore. Pass falls incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. Ball handed off. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Caught over the middle. It's Fields. He made the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Leaning on the run game here late. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. Play fake, looking to throw. Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Benson. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Looking to throw. It's Moore. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball to 31.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Direct snap. Breaks into the clear. The Wildcat picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Turns it loose downfield. The catch made in space. Look out. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback, being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Pressure is coming. Grab down the middle. It's Fields. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are, typically.
Touchdown, Irish. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight.